Welcome back, welcome back. So I'm watching I'm watching something and it made me have an epiphany because it was talking about controlling things or something like that, or it, it was a woman just speaking. She was doing a reading, but she was speaking about something smart, which led me to this thought. What is will? What is willpower? What is the one thing the Lord gives us? Free will, right? He gives you the will, the choice. You can choose what to do, right? Being good is a choice. Being bad is a choice. Staying on the sidelines is a choice, right? Thinking is a choice. Not thinking is a choice. Every time you choose, you activate your will. And then that led me to think of the way I say that the Jedi thing, the Force, my father's the Force. But it makes me think willpower is the Force. Because if I choose to pick the rock up, then it moves. My choice activates power and movement. And then I shape things around me and place them places. Get it? It's the same thing as the movie Star Wars. He uses the Force to pick the rock up with his mind. If you pick a rock up with your hand, you're still picking it up with your mind. You have to think about it first. These normal actions are so split decision that we think we're not thinking of it anymore. When you get up in the morning and you do things, we did it so many times that we just do it. Get it? It becomes routine. It becomes a flow of your force. So I'm trying to understand. I don't even know what I'm trying to understand. I know I'm on to something now. Because if willpower is the cause of the force, then what is the Father? He still is the source. He's the source of the will. Because he's the life. He's the force that allows us to choose. Good or bad. See, that's why I like the Star Wars thing. Because the Force isn't bad. The Force isn't good. The Force just is. And then man gets their hands on it and they use their will to shape the reality. So it's the same thing as like saying electricity. Man has harnessed the powers of electricity and all types of powers of atoms and power, right? But what do we do with it? We take the Lord and we abuse him for our own will. I'm starting to how can I say this without, I don't want to say this the wrong way, because when you say things and people don't understand because you barely understand exactly what you mean, then everyone says, oh, well, you mean that. You mean that's where you said you're going with it, so that's what you mean. And it's, no, I'm thinking. I'm allowing myself to fucking actually think and go outside of what I'm told, regardless if it's the Most High or man. See, my father said I have free will. I can think on my fucking own. Can choose. It makes me think about like religion and all the ways, all these divisions on the same book. And then you go into other worlds, people, states, countries, or whatever, and they got different books that are about the same thing, and then they have division in their thing. It doesn't matter where you go. Yet all these things are supported by the Force. These things are allowed to even exist because of people using their force and saying, this is what I believe the truth is. Or, you know, the deities actually did talk to these people. But we're so far past then, nobody can prove it, so that's neither here nor there. I'm starting to believe or understand why I always study Adam. The beginning. See, I like David and all of these other guys and Emmanuel and all that. But I'm really, because, you know, after Adam, all this stuff came, all these rules, all this the way you gotta do it, this the way you gotta do it. And I always look at anybody at any of their face and be like, all right, what'd your original nigga do? Whatever the fuck you believe is your first man that believed in your God, did he do the things you do to connect to him? What the fuck did he do? Because there was no candles, there was no churches, there was no robes, there was none of this shit we got right now. How the fuck did he please the Lord? Ask yourself that. Oh yeah, the law. The only thing that matters. You get it? And this is why I'm starting to believe I can never be a part of anybody's thing. Because everyone's focused on different parts of their book or whatever the case may be. And I'm the type of dude that doesn't matter what book it is. I'm always focused on the beginning dudes. Why? Because they found the Lord before everyone else, and they didn't have anything that anyone else has now. And it seems like all these men didn't have anything. All these men are based off niggas that were broke, poor, couldn't fucking read, and all this other shit, and the Lord raised them up. And now I live in a world where a motherfucker that can read and all this and that will tell me, you're nothing. You need to listen to me because I'm so fucking highly educated by man. And then I say, fuck you. My father said, you're nobody. You're just a man. I'm living off experience, baby. LOX. All love, all praise to the Most High.